My brother Jeremiah, how we doing today, my brother?
Good, what's going on?
All good. Real quick, before we get started, where you from, my dude?
Chicago.
Chicago, Illinois?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so what part of Chicago?
All around, bro.
Okay, you done touched a little bit of the whole city. So real quick, man, what is it that you do for a living right now? Talk to me.
Finance and sales.
You do finance and sales. What do you sell?
A little bit of everything. Bro.
Okay, so tell me about what you sell, bro. With your slick sell, bro. What do you sell right now?
Right now, Range Rovers.
Okay, so he sell Range Rovers, man. As you can see, this one of the Range. You know, this his Range Rover right here, but he sell Range Rovers. And tell me about the month that you had in December, man. How did that go for you?
It went really well.
Okay, you're being modest right now. What do you mean by it went really well, bro? Tell me about the records that you broke, what you accomplished, man. Talk to me.
So for the month of December, I sold 30 Range Rovers, which is something that, you know, hadn't been done out the specific area I was in. So I brokered about 30 Range Rover deals in the month of December.
30 Range, and how much does one Range Rover cost?
It depends on which one, but they range anywhere from 60 all the way up to, you know, 250,000.
So you sold 30 of a product that costs anywhere between 60 and 250,000.
Exactly.
Okay, all good, and that's a record for the particular location that you're at right now, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, all good. And tell me, like, what do you feel like is the reason that you've been so successful at selling these Range Rovers?
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's mainly, you know, the area that I grew up in and seeing the things that I've seen, but also, you know, having certain examples and things like that from, you know, other hustlers that I've seen in my life, and just people that I grew up with in the Chicago area.
Okay, so just you feel like it was a lot of nurture versus nature, right? Just a lot of what you've seen has allowed you to excel at the highest level of at least cars, right?
Exactly.
Okay, all good. Tell me about that shirt that you got on right there, man. What's that?
So this is the Own Your Masters.
Okay.
We live in a world where, you know, a lot of musicians, when you think of owning your masters, you think of people who, you know, don't own their actual catalog. But we don't take it as far as we should, and realizing that it essentially
translates.
Yeah, it essentially translates into, you know, many other things like, you know, owning your home, you know,
right,
your car, but we know that's a depreciating asset. But owning things that, you know, essentially, or having these things that we own that are ours.
Right. So ownership is key for you, right?
It should be key for everyone.
Absolutely. So a key is to make sure that we own what we produce, right? So this brother right here is one of the best Range Rover sales. And before you were at your location, right, where you were at, where else have you sold? Who else have you sold cars for?
Man, I've been in Chicago. I've been in Boston. I've been in Miami. But, you know, I started off, you know, working, you know, dead end jobs and things like that didn't allow me you know, I guess it just didn't allow me to be at the position that I'm at right now. But I just worked at it and kind of, you know, found certain, you know, people that were willing to give me a chance, and it just ended up taking me to new heights. And
what do you like about sales in general, man? What is it about sales that you enjoy currently?
I think it's the chase. I think it's the adrenaline. It's one of those things where if you don't sell, you don't eat.
That's right.
It's one of those situations where the thrill to that is just at a different level.
Yes, sir. And then would you say that it's do you enjoy the fact that there's no cap or limit on what you eat, pretty much? Do you like that part?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's the best part.
Yeah, so there's no cap?
No cap.
Yes, sir. And then real quick, so Jeremiah is your name. You come from Chicago, Illinois. You kind of been in and out of all them little streets, all them little cracks and crevices. But currently you sell for Range Rover. What other high level, what other car companies have you worked for in the past?
The only other company I worked for, I worked for Infiniti. I started off in Infiniti, and I did Lexus for a little bit, but no other company like Range Rover.
And how long have you been in sales for?
Only 4 years.
4 years. And over those 4 years, if you had to approximate how much you sold for those particular companies, what would be the approximation? How many, like
millions of dollars.
So you sold millions of dollars worth of Range Rovers or Lexus or Infinitis, right?
Yeah.
And we kind of talked earlier. You said one of your goals is to sell that for yourself, correct?
Exactly.
Tell me why that's so important.
Because there is no middleman.
Right.
You're getting to reap the benefits of what your hard work, you know, deserves.
Absolutely. So it's good to sell for other people because you get that percentage, and that percentage ain't no joke. But it's better to sell for yourself because, yes, sir, to own your masters and to cut out that middleman. All good, brother Jeremiah from Chicago. Appreciate your time today, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.